All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to run Facebook ads for gyms. Now, when I talk about Facebook ads, I'm really talking about Facebook and Instagram ads because they're all kind of owned by the same company. So you can run Facebook ads and Instagram ads all from one platform, which is really, really cool. But this is not going to be a click here, click there type of video because actually posting an ad on Facebook or Instagram is actually the easy part. So you can just search for that on YouTube or Google and you can find those answers really easily. What I think is less talked about, and I think what's really misunderstood in the advertising world, is how to create an actual winning ad. See, anyone can post an ad, anyone can click the buttons, but does the ad actually work? And that's what I'm hoping to show you in this video today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you 3 things that I think matter most when you are kind of putting your ad together in hopes of getting the best results. So let's turn the camera around. I'll share my screen. Let's go through all the details. Okay, so when it comes to creating your ads and giving them the best opportunity to sell more stuff for you, there's really 3 things that you have to pay attention to. The first thing is your audience. Okay, who you are marketing to really matters. All right, an ad that is shown to an 18-year-old female is going to be much different than an ad that's shown to a 40-year-old mom. Okay, they are completely different personalities. They are completely different types of people. They have different worries, different things keep them up at night. They have different priorities in life. Everything in their life is basically different, right? So the audience that you're selling to really does matter. Now, some of the main demographics that you have to kind of take into consideration are gender, age, and location. All right. Now, when it comes to gender, obviously, if you're selling fitness programs or just gym memberships in general, women and men want different things. They want different outcomes, right? So for example, and this is just a blanket statement here, so don't take this too literal, but in general, I would say that women want to lose weight and just get a little bit more tone versus men who want to just look masculine, want to put on muscle mass and want to lean down, right? So the gender difference really does matter. So if you say in your ad that your program or your gym or the equipment that you have or whatever is going to help you lose weight and tone up, then and if you show that ad to men, then there's going to be a message, right? Conversely, if you make an ad that talks about gaining muscle mass and bulking up and you show it to women, there's a less likely chance that the mass market of women are going to take you up on that offer, right? So gender really does matter. Age is another one, right? So when it comes to age, again, 18-year-olds want and prioritize different things than 40-year-olds, and 40-year-olds prioritize and want different things than 60-year-olds or 70-year-olds, right? So your age target really does matter. And then location, obviously, is a big one. You know your location best. But here's the thing. I have ran marketing all over the country in Florida, New York, Texas, California, Washington State, Michigan, you name it. We've ran ads in all different states. And there is a big difference in people who live in Florida versus California, people who live in New York and people who live in Texas, right? They like different things. They talk about different things. They value different things. So your audience really matters. Your location really matters. So if someone comes to you and says, hey, use this ad, it worked really well. We're in California, but your location's in Florida. You should second guess whether or not you should copy and paste that exact ad and use it in Florida, because the demographic, the people, the personalities in each of those states are just very different from each other. So we kind of have to take those things into consideration. All right. Number two is the messaging. Okay. So your messaging really matters. Positioning of your product or service makes a huge difference. I'll give you a quick example that I think illustrates this perfectly. Now, it's not in the gym industry, but it is just a great example that I think encompasses many different types of businesses. There was a guy named David Ogilvy. He was kind of the master of ads back in his time. And in that time, Dove soap came to existence. It was basically invented during his time that he was running an advertising agency. And his job was to create an ad for Dove soap. And when they said, this is the best soap that's ever been created, we want you to make an ad for it, here you go. He looked at it and said, all right, well, who are we targeting? Who are we talking to? And they were like, I don't know. It works great for everybody, And he said, no, you absolutely need to talk to a specific person in your advertising. And what he said was, we could have easily have created an ad for Dove soap for men who were looking to get grease off their hands, because it works really well to get grease off your hands, right? The working man. Or we could target women who are looking to moisturize their hands and keep their hands looking really feminine and nice, right? And so he had to decide what ad he was going to create, what audience he was going to target, which really changed the messaging in the ad. So are we targeting working men with rough hands and want to get grease under their fingernails? Or are we targeting women who just want to use a soap that smells very feminine and wants to moisturize their hands, right? What language are we going to use? What messaging, what positioning are we going to use? All right. So positioning really does matter. So think about who you're targeting, right? So that's the audience. Think about how you can kind of morph, or how you can use words to talk about your product or your service, and who you're really going to be talking to, right? So for example, if you are talking to women ages 40 to 50, maybe they have kids in high school or moving into college, what are their priorities, right? Your positioning of your advertisements are going to be very different than if you're targeting a 25-year-old who is, kind of in the dating scene, looking for someone and just wants to look their best, right? So positioning of your product really does matter, because, people walk into gyms, they can kind of get whatever they want, right? They can lose weight, they can gain muscle, they can tone up, they can do everything, right? And so your job is to use words to sell something to someone in a specific manner. All right. So audience, messaging. And then the last one is the offer. And I'm going to give you some really specific examples here, because I think this is really important. I'm going to move my head down here. All right. So when it comes to your offer, all right, there's really 3 different kinds of offers that gyms can run. Number one, and this is going to be the biggest section, by the way, that I'm going to cover here. So number one is free offers. Number 2 is LBO. Okay. And if you're not familiar with what an LBO is, it is a low barrier offer. Sorry about my handwriting. Low barrier offer. All right. So a low barrier offer, essentially what this is a reduced cost offer that you can provide to people to get their foot in the door of your business, right? It's a low barrier. It's a low hurdle to overcome to get their foot in your door. Now, when I say a low hurdle, what I really mean is a lower price. Okay. So free, lower priced offer, or low barrier offer. And then another one is challenges or programs. All right. So let me just scroll over just a little bit here, because I want to show you some options and pricing and strategy as well. All right. So When it comes to free offers, obviously, that could be anything from like a 3-day pass, 10-day pass, 5-day pass, whatever. It's just a free offer. The problem with this is the quality of person is usually pretty low. Okay. And the reason is because they're getting something for free. They're literally going to take advantage of your ad by giving you their information to get something for free. Okay. So this is the lowest quality kind of person that we can get in our doors because they have no skin in the game. If they come, it's free. If they don't show up, it's free. It doesn't matter to them, right? Low barrier offer is kind of like the middle of the road kind of person. So they are kind of neutral as far as quality goes. All right. Now, when it comes to the pricing of a low barrier offer, what you really want to stick between is around $20 and $100. Now, some marketing strategy here is if you're going to be kind of in that $100 range, I would stay like, if your pricing is going to be $100, I would stay at like 97. Okay. Just, it sounds better. It sounds cheaper than 100 and you're only losing out on $3. Okay. When it comes to a lower tiered item, like $20, $30, $40, something like that, always stick with like 9s or 7s or 4s or 3s, things like that. So for example, if you're going to do a $50 offer, do 47 or 49, something like that. Okay. So low barrier offer, I think this is probably the most powerful offer you can put out there because you're going to get high quality people and low quality people, and you're going to get everyone in between as well. So you're going to get, I think, the most bang for your buck, the most leads, the most traffic through your door with a low barrier offer. Now, your job when it comes to picking the kind of promotion that you want is to figure out which promotion is going to produce the most members, not the most trials, not the most leads, but the most members. All right. Now, challenges or programs, this is going to produce the highest quality lead, right? So the highest quality lead are going to be programs and challenges. And that's because typically programs and challenges are going to be between 100 and right around like 250-ish, right? Sometimes, I hear people charging $500 for a program or a challenge. That's totally fine. Not everyone can get away with that, but kind of the sweet spot is between 100 and 250. Okay. So, free offers, lowest quality leads, LBOs, middle quality leads, challenges, programs, highest quality leads. Here's the thing. When it comes to offers, as far as lead generation goes, because when we run ads, we always want to optimize for lead generation. When it comes to free offers, you're going to get the most leads for free offers. For challenges and programs, you're going to get the least leads. And again, the LBO is going to be middle. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Just because you get the most leads or the most opt-ins or the most people to give you their name, phone number, and email address in an ad with a free offer, it doesn't mean a lot of those people are going to convert to membership. And at the end of the day, that's what we want, right? With a challenge or program, they are the highest quality leads, but you're going to get the least amount of leads because it's a high ticket item, right? It also has the highest potential to convert to a membership. But like I said before, your job is to figure out which one of these promotions is going to work best for your location when I'm talking about converting into members. Okay. So, for example, let's say that you get 50 low barrier offer trials sold for only $20. Let's just go on the lowest end, right? So $20, 50 people come in, they pay you. And so you make a little bit of money on the front end, right? Let's say that the challenge, instead of 50, let's say that you only sign up 20. In fact, let me just write this out. So let's say LBO, let's say you get 50 people coming in for a challenge. Let's say you get, 20. Okay. So this is a scenario that I see happen all the time. So I want to make you aware of it because this can happen to you too. Okay. So let's just say the LBO gets 50 trials, right? And the challenge gets 20 trials, right? So 50 people sign up for an LBO, 20 people sign up for a challenge. Okay. Let's just say that your LBO converts at 50%. All right. Which means it converts from an LBO into a membership at 50%. That means you sign up 25 members. All right. So 50 trials turns into 25 members. Now with your challenge, let's say that you sign up 75% of people from your challenge into membership. Well, 75% of 20 is 15 people. So 20 challengers or programs turns into 15 members. Now, if your end goal is to sign up more members, which one of these signs up more members? Obviously, it is the LBO, right? So although your closing percentage from the challenge to the membership is higher, which makes you feel good, it makes you feel like you're good at sales, right? It doesn't actually mean you're signing up more members. And although that the low barrier offer conversion to membership is lower, you're actually still signing up more members and you're making more money in the long run, right? So we just kind of have to think about these things and work them out and see what actually produces the most amount of members at the end of the day, not just trials. All right. So a couple more things as far as strategy goes. When it comes to your offer, okay, I always recommend that you have a couple of different offers because the reality is when you run ads, no offer lasts forever. All right. So every offer you come up with, every offer that you advertise has a shelf life. It has a limited lifespan. And I would say it's anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 months. Okay. But the average being right around 1 month, somewhere in there. Okay. Now, what I would recommend is for you to actually have a suite of not one, not two, but 3 different kinds of offers. And what I would do is the following. I would create 3 different kinds of offers like this, and perfect, number 3 showed up. And then what I would do is, the first one could be an LBO. The second one could be something for free. And the third one could be a challenge. Or you could do LBO, 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 different price points, different length of time, right? So your first LBO could be like a 1 month long trial. Your second LBO could be a 2-week trial. Your third LBO could be a 6-week trial. I don't know, something like that, right? But it doesn't matter. You pick them, you test them, and see what works best for your location. Now, what I would do is I would run the first LBO for as long as you can, right? And I would say, again, if you can get away with it for 2 months, great. Do it for 2 months straight, as long as it's producing great results and you're getting members. That's all that matters, and that you're profitable, right? And then I'd go to offer number 2, do the free offer for a little while, and then offer number 3, do the challenge for a little while, and then offer number 1 again. We're going to go back to number 1 and run that as your offer. So you're kind of cycling between these, and this entire process takes typically between 3 to 6 months. All right. Sometimes it's a bit longer, which is great because this means that not everyone is going to see your ads consistently, and no one's going to get kind of burnt out from seeing them. This is called ad fatigue. So if you run the same thing for too long, the ad dies out. No one's really interested anymore because you've been running it for too long, and it's just not effective anymore. So it's really good to kind of catch it right before it starts to decline too much. So if you're running an ad for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks starts to decline, 6 weeks, you're really kind of struggling to get results, cut it, move to offer number 2, launch that, and you're going to have much better results. And again, it's going to have kind of a trickle down effect. So week 1, 2, 3, week 4, it's going to start to struggle, 5, and it's time to cut it at probably week 6 or something like that, and then go to offer number 3. And this way your offers always look fresh. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, let me just scooch over here for a second. All right, so the most important things are, number 1, your audience. Who are you talking to? right? The messaging is like, what are you saying? And the offer is, what are you selling, right? So who are you selling it to? What are you saying to get them to buy? And then the offer is, what are you selling them that's enticing, right? And again, use the strategy that I went over using 1, 2, and 3 different types of promotions or offers. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope this kind of shows you a little bit more kind of high level thinking when it comes to ads. Yes, you can just click and post an image, post some words and say, hey, join our gym. But it really makes sense to have the right audience. Like, who are you targeting? Who are you talking to? The right messaging. What are you saying to these people that actually matters to them? And then the offer, something that's just like a no-brainer, something that's so enticing that they can't turn you down. If you have these 3 things, your ads will work so much better. It's not just about posting the ad, it's about what is the ad comprised of. All right. So again, I hope this video was helpful. If you have questions, comment below. I will answer them. And if you are interested in having us take a look at your ads or helping you create ads, go to the description below. I'd love to chat with you, see if we can help you out. Click on the link. On that link, you're going to see a calendar where you can book a call with us. Book a call with us. We've worked with over 200 gyms. We've spent over $3 million in advertising. We have a ton of data to kind of share with you and show you what to do, what not to do, and what to avoid, and what to kind of go all in on. And we're happy to share that information with you. So if you are interested in us helping you out with your ads for your gym, click the link below, book a call with us, and we'll see if we can help you out. Hope to talk to you soon. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.